Hello, the worldwide website. We're Hack the Dino. That's Dan, I'm Ben, and we're at AVCon. Dan, what is AVCon?
It's the best time of the year. Actually, it is one of my most favourite conventions in Adelaide. Basically, you've got everything you want to do in a convention here, plus more. You've got like a giant gaming hall where you can play games for free.
Retro games as well as modern games.
Yes, the Retrospect Museum is over there. We have Nintendo here. There's also all sorts of other stuff. There are speedrun competitions. There is Gundam building. There is a board game area, so tabletop board gaming. There is a big main stage where they're doing esports and stuff like that. There's also the exhibitor hall, so if you want to buy stuff, you can... Stop that. You can...
I was explaining that I was bored. Board game.
You can't... Oh, I get it. There is also, all sorts of stuff. There's food here. There's a maid cafe. There's cosplay. People dressing up as them things. There is everything here in this one place. And it's always my most exciting time of the year. I love it so much.
And do you know what else is here? Us, Hack the Dino. That's right, we're here recording all weekend. So we're doing something a little bit different this year. We're going to be uploading sort of mini 5-10 minute segments to the main YouTube channel throughout the weekend, so you can see them. The full episode will come out sometime during the week, as well as the podcast. So be sure to check out those videos, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, help us grow, but hitting that like button really, really does help us do a funny dance.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to what we've been playing. And Dan.
This week, actually, I've been pounding. It's called. I always get the name wrong. I was called Wonder Boy. It's actually Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom.
You've been pounding Monster Boys.
I've been. It's basically, this game is basically Wonder Boy 4. So it's set in the same world as Wonder Boy 3 and the Dragon's Trap. You play as a new kid. You don't know who he is. He's just he's got blue hair.
He's a boy.
Yeah, you actually have a little character that comes on who's looking for the green-haired girl, which is referring to the game before, which I think is very, very cool. You start off and your uncle flies in on a barrel of enchanted nectar, drunk, and with a magic wand that he somehow got, and he turns everyone into the kingdom into monsters. And it's your task to find the 5 orbs and to reverse the spell. And each time you fight a main boss and you get an orb, and that orb changes you into a different monster, which straight away you can scroll between. So first off, you get changed into a pig, and he has the powers of sniffing out secrets and stuff like that. And then you get turned to a snake, and every character has really, really, which I found was really amazing, really unique abilities, and it makes for some really, really, really good puzzles in the game. And the point when I was streaming it, I did get some puzzles where I was like, I have no idea how to do this. And I had to think for a while, really think outside the box. And I'm like, oh, I get it. You know, you have to hit the bees, and the bees come out and then hide in the water, and then the bees go do this and stuff like that. Very, 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 very cool game. As someone who's a massive fan of the Wonder Boy series throughout the whole lot, this is a very good game. It is a lot longer than the last game. I reckon it's going to clock in and around about 20 hours. I've got the first 2 of 5, and it's taken me around about 4 hours to get to that point. So it's going to be a great... Are you shrinking to my size? No. Good. It makes me feel better. Finally, I'm on top. Anyhow, enough of that. Well, we digress. Ben, what have you been playing?
Thanks, Dan. I've been playing Mario Maker 2. I know, big surprise. First of all, this game is awesome. Like, it builds on everything that was great about the first game, and then takes it, I don't want to say to the next level, because I don't want to sound like this guy, but it takes it to the next level.
Did I say next level?
You do. But let's pretend it was a pun, because Mario Maker, you make levels, so this takes it to the next level. Level Mario Maker 2.1 coming at you in your Switch. Anyway, the main problem that I foresaw was the fact that you can only use the touchscreen in undocked mode. However, using the controllers is so easy and just intuitive. Yeah, thank you. Intuitive that I actually prefer using the controllers over using the little stylus that I got with my pre-order.
Ooh.
I know, stylus. Now, I've got some notes. I'm going to have to cheat and look on my phone. Story mode comes with it because obviously you need a Nintendo Online subscription to play the courses online and play other people's courses. So if you don't have that, you can still buy it and play the one-player mode, which is 100 new levels made by Nintendo. It's basically a Mario game.
What did the first Mario Maker, how many levels did that have in it, or pre-made?
None. So you just played other people's levels.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool, because 100 levels is basically Mario World.
Yeah. So it's basically a brand new 2D Mario game. And what's more is they use some game mechanics within those levels that you wouldn't normally see in a Mario game in order to get there. Another thing they've added is they've added goals. So you can do things like you have to finish the level with Mario having a star. Or you have to kill 3 Bowsers in order to finish the level. And if you don't do that, the flagpole at the end has just disappeared.
How do they, because they've got the 3D stuff in there now, how have they brought that into it?
It's 2.5D.
Oh!
There it is. There's our one per show. So it's really...
2.5.
That's right. You can also, after you finish someone's level, there's like the last one, you had the opportunity to star the level if you liked it. This one, you can boo it or like it. So if you get some rubbish troll level, you can boo it. And it's a symbol of a heart that's broken in two. It's great. So everyone who does a little crappy troll level or a level where you just run the entire length of the screen and then finish it, you get a boo from me.
Do you reckon that's going to make it so it won't come up in searches as much, like algorithm style?
I reckon what it may do is prevent you from getting those types of courses. So if you frequently not like auto-run courses, you won't get auto-run courses. Another thing they've added is a tagging system. So when you make your level, you can put specific tags in as to what the level is. So you can have auto-scroll level and a puzzle level, and you put them in, and then people can search for them that way. One thing I was bummed that was missing, you can no longer have amiibo costumes on there.
It's a small sacrifice.
It is, but those amiibo costumes are really, really cool.
Amiibos, are they still relevant, you reckon?
Yeah, well, they're still using them. They still have plans to use them. They're still releasing them, including a nice little Link from the Link's Awakening coming in September. I've already pre-ordered mine. It's a cute little boy. Yeah, that was... We'll cut that.
We won't.
There are new power-ups which haven't been released before in a Mario game, including one from Super Mario Land, which when you get it, plays a theme that's very, very familiar to some Hack the Dino listeners.
Ooh.
So I'm going to be making a Hack the Dino level. I just unlocked it last night. So when that's up, I'm going to get Brayden and Dan to play it in a Let's Play or something.
That's a great idea, actually.
So that'll be coming soon as a little segment. The one thing that I really, really didn't like, typical Nintendo fashion, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. The online, when you play multiplayer online with 4 people, if one of those people has a bad internet connection, everyone does, and it lags horribly. So you're in this little box while the countdown comes, while they sync up everyone, and if you've got someone with a bad internet connection, it literally moves like this if someone's jumping.
Is that for like the 4 players on screen one?
Yep, the 4 players on screen. And being in Australia, there's not a lot of good internet connections.
So they didn't go for Royale, like we thought, our hit prediction?
No, they didn't go for Royale, but I made a Fortnite level, which I thought was pretty cool.
Ooh, good.
I like it.
What?
Yeah, I made a Fortnite level. I'll show it. We'll find it. And
we'll play it.
Yeah. I'll make some levels and we'll do a Hack the Dino Let's Play where you guys can try and beat my levels.
We'll rubbish talk you to death.
And I'll cry. It'll be fun for everyone apart from me because I'll be in tears, probably drowning in them. So you'll see Dan and Brayden laughing and I'll be going...
drinking those salty tears.
News time! Okay, it's time for news. Are you having a stroke? News! It had been rumoured that Xbox Scarlet wasn't one next-gen console, but 2, codenamed the Anaconda and the Lockhart, I believe? Lockhart. With Anaconda being the high-end 4K extravaganza and the Lockhart being the lower-end.
Is that not true?
Well, it's another rumour has since come out suggesting that Xbox has decided to only go to one console, the Anaconda, primarily because a lot of their developers who were developing games didn't have the resources to develop 2 versions of a game, a high-end one and a low-end one, so they were just going the low-end one. So had they gone ahead with this, Xbox would probably had another disaster on their hands.
Low-end games all coming out.
All the popular games that people want to play would only appear on the low-end console, the cheap console. So they would have been in big trouble. So,
but this is a rumor debunking a rumor.
yeah, so, I mean, who's to say that's even true? But I thought it funny that Xbox still learning from those mistakes from this gen.
They're the young guys. They've only just come in. They're the youngest of all the gaming dudes. They're console.
No, that's fair. But, I mean, they hit a home run with a 360 and then proceeded to not run at all.
Just bring out 360s.
Well, no, they released the Xbox One and that stunk up the place. Worse than you after having some chocolate.
Yeah, it should have
Brayden.
been the Xbox number 2.
Such a dumb joke, but it's good.
Yep, I like that. Moving on. Our good friends over at EA Games. The EA executives have very kindly voted not to receive their bonuses this year after the poor performance of the company. Now, just so you know, the company was 27% down this financial year. They've laid off over 300 people and have overseen horrible failures such as Anthem. But the good old executives at EA, at the generosity of their hearts, voted to not take their bonuses. So thank you, EA. You're truly brilliant, masterful people, and we cannot wait for you. I can't keep this up anymore. EA, get your act together.
I bet they really are missing their ivory back scratches they were going to get.
I know. And look, EA, I know you're watching this. Just stop. Just stop. You're making me angry. I'm throwing all of Dan's property around. Just stop. Think of Dan, you selfish. River City Girls has been announced. Now, this is going to be on all consoles and Steam. The original River City game, was it Rampage or was that the sequel?
I don't know. River City.
River City was on the NES, and it was one of the best NES games you could get. It was a side-scrolling beat-em-up. The Scott Pilgrim game that came out on the...
Cloned it.
Yeah, cloned it, and again, was a brilliant game that you can't get anymore because licensing. You're going to stream it?
Yeah, I'll probably, yeah, will. This is actually Ross, who I own the Greenlight with, is the original River City, which he says the Japanese name, which I can't remember what it is. It's one of his favourites. But this looks...
Jeff.
This looks great. It just looks amazing.
Thanks for that insight, Dan. You asked for the mic and I thought you had something deep to say. It was like, oh, this is cool. I think we got the trailer going up at the moment, but you saw the trailer, right?
Yeah.
It looks sweet. And the boyfriends get kidnapped.
Such a good idea.
And they just kick ass. And really brutally as well. Like they're grabbing people's faces and like kneeing their nose to the other side of their head.
Yeah, they've got like knuckle dusters with spikes on them, which seems really unnecessary in a child fight.
No, well, I'm all for it, and welcome our new fighting overlords. And finally, we haven't done this in a while, Pokemon Go news, Dan. Are you excited?
No, but I did see. But I did see one of my mates was cruising down here at AVCon when we were setting up, and he had his Pokemon Go going with dual screen. He had 2 accounts running at the same time on his phone. And I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
That's not supposed to be a thing, but people do it.
Oops.
I've seen people with like 4 or 5, like an iPad, and then resting on the iPad, they have 3 phones, and they're all playing Pokemon Go. It's, anyway, I've only got the 1 account, but big news coming to Pokemon Go. They've done some data mining and found out that Team Rocket and Shadow Pokemon are coming to Pokemon Go.
I can't believe that Team Rocket aren't already in it. Everyone loves Team Rocket. Why?
Yeah.
It's a thing I actually did like about Pokemon. They're not in it yet.
No.
God.
So what they're doing is Pokestops and whatnot are going to have shadows over them, and they're going to be captured by Team Rocket. So you walk up to them, you spin it, you battle the Team Rocket members, and then you have the chance to free the shadow Pokemon that they had. So basically a Pokemon who's all purple because they're evil.
Just the same, a different colour.
Yeah, and then you cleanse them by trapping them in a bowl and ordering them to do your bidding. And perhaps the biggest news that I'm very excited for is Armored Mewtwo is finally coming to some kind of Pokemon game. Now, for those of you who don't know or aren't familiar, Armored Mewtwo first appeared in Mewtwo Strikes Back. Was that the first Pokemon film? Where like they have him cloned and he's got all this armor and he looks really, really kick-ass, looks like a mech dude. And they've never released him until now.
You were, we actually have talked about this before. You've always been about Armour Mewtwo. Like, even I know who he is because of you banging on about him.
Yeah, and I was always bitter that we never got something like that, and we finally have. So that's coming out very, very soon as we're recording this, and I cannot wait to get my hands on that mythical digital pixel man. Anyway, we're going to go now and film some stuff around Greenlight. Dan, any final words?
Yeah, so if you're down at AVCon this weekend and you're seeing this, will they be able to see this before?
Yeah, I think Brayden's we're gonna sit down and edit this
Yeah.
now, and it's gonna go up very, very shortly.
Yeah, so if you're at AVCon this week, come over to our the Greenlight booth where we are running a competition with Brain Hacker and Infinite World Tattoos, where you can get, if you get a selfie with us and then put it up on Instagram, you can win a big prize pack. So yeah, come to us, do the geeky trio.
And
Triangle.
triumvirate. And Brayden and I will be walking around all weekend, filming, interviewing, talking to people. We're going to head over to the Nintendo area because I'm very excited about that. We're also going to head over to the Retrospect area and play some retro video games. I might explain what some of these consoles are. Heaps of stuff coming out. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Do all the things that all the other YouTubers tell you to do, but do it for us first. Anyway, I'm Ben, that's Dan, Brayden's behind the camera. We'll be talking to you soon with our face holes.